Well everyone, it's Friday night, and you know what that means. Appletinis with Ken. And this week, we're having a special celebration because it's St. Patty's Day, and we're all talking in an Irish accent. So if you're at home and you want to play along, you talk in an Irish accent too, as you drink your Appletinis and or whatever it is you drink on St. Patty's Day. Guinness would be nice. Alright, so I've got me hat, boom, and I'm ready to go. But this week, I've got a special treat for you again. And I'll tell you, I brought in another guest. And it's none other than actor, writer, director, my good friend, Dan Franko. Come on in, Dan Franko. Why don't you wheel on in over here?
How you doing, Ken?
I'm alright.
It's great to be here on St. Patty's Day.
It's a good day. It's a good day.
A couple days before St. Patty's Day.
That's alright. It's a good excuse to drink them up.
And wear funny hats.
That's right. So, this is what we're going to do, folks. We're going to start with what Dan came for. The Appletini. There you go, Dan. Slancia.
Slancia.
Oh,
Salud.
I saw the oh, that's the Italian in there.
Well, you know, this is the one day a year that all of us Italians, we take the O at the end of our name and we put it up at the front of our name.
And what does that make it?
It makes it Danny O. Frank.
I like it. I like it a lot. You know, I have the trifecta in me. The hat trick for the alcoholics. I've got the German, the English, and the Irish.
Wow.
That's the alcoholic hat trick right there. But it's a lot of fun. Now, what we're going to do, not only do we have the Appletinis, Slancia again.
Slancia.
But we've got Guinness to chase it down with.
Yes,
so,
we do.
Here you go. Here's to you.
Slancia third time.
Slancia again. Alrighty.
If only we had a little fish and chips to go with this.
Well, afterwards we'll go upstairs. I think my wife is cooking. And you know what? Again, we're hiding from my wife and kids.
Hiding from the wife
That's
and
right.
kids.
So everybody just keep it down a little bit. We won't get too rowdy, although we do have lots of alcohol that's going to make us loud at some point. There you go. Alright, Dan, did I tell you about my new drink that we're going to have after we're done the show tonight?
You did not? What is it?
Alright, well here's what it is. What you do, first of all, I'll give you the name. You ready? It's called a tini leprechaun.
A teeny leprechaun.
A teeny leprechaun, and I'll tell you what you do, folks. Here's what you do. You take a shot of the Appletini, right? What we're drinking here. And you drop it into the Guinness, like this, bloop, just like a car bomb. And then you chug it down, right? It tastes like a leprechaun's ass, but it's sure as shite to fuck you up. That's right. So, after you're done drinking those, folks at home, if you're drinking and playing along, don't drive after, because it's not good, alright? Don't drink and drive. Alright, Dan.
It would taste like shit.
Yes, it would. Like a leprechaun's ass.
Shite.
Shite. It would taste like a leprechaun's arse. Okay. Now, Dan, we brought you on. You're part of Dabblers Pens Productions.
I am indeed.
Alright. But what we're going to do first, I believe you brought a clip of a show that you've been in lately.
I was in a show, a very, very good pilot show called Naked Radio.
Oh, and who directed that?
I believe it was a fine young, promising, upcoming director named Ken Arnold.
Oh, he must be Irish.
He must be. And German and English.
Alright, well, set up the clip.
Scottish right there,
That's
actually.
alright, don't worry.
I'll end up pirate by the end of the night.
Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to set up the clip. Alright, tell us a little bit about it, then we're going to play it, and then we'll get back to talking to you.
Alright, in this clip, myself and Matt Ribb, who I believe was your guest last week.
My guest last week, Matt Ribb.
Matt Ribb. I don't believe an Irishman. Ribinski.
No, he's not. He's
not an Irishman.
He's Polish. So that's what you're going to do.
Matt and I are co-workers, and I'm trying to convince him to ask a girl out.
Okay.
And he is debating the merits of asking a girl out.
Very nice. And that's the clip. Let's take a look.
I'm telling you, man, you should ask her out.
No way. That girl's way too hot. You think so?
I know so. Come on, man up. Make your Friday something to write home about, not something to stop at the drugstore and pick up some lotion for.
You're right. I would like to use my lotion on a female instead of myself sometime.
You know what? Never mind. I don't even want to know. Well, come on. Meeting.
Oh, yeah. Here, we're getting a race.
Really?
No.
We're back from the clip. Dan, tell me, what was it like working with Matt Ribb?
You know, there's special things in this world as an actor. You know, it's your first day with a trailer, it's your first day with a speaking role, and it's the first day you work with Matt Ribb.
Yes, Matt Ribb. I'll tell you what, folks, if you get the chance to work with him, he's a pleasure to work with. He's an all-around good guy.
All around good guy.
But it's not too bad to work with this gentleman either. Let me tell you, I've been in many scenes with him. I've seen him break necks. I've seen him race people on segways. He's a good actor, and he can do the action stuff too. So, if you want him in your next film, people out there in Filmland, this is the man right here.
Thank you.
So, what we're going to do is, because every time I'm starting what's called the Wall of Fame here on Appletinis, the Appletini Wall of Fame. And Dan, I believe you brought your headshot. And what Dan's going to do is he's going to put it on the wall back there, because it's my Wall of Fame. So go ahead and put yours up.
I didn't exactly bring my headshot because this is not my acting headshot, but since the Washington Capitals kicked the Flyers' arses last night, I figured I'd bring my publicity shot from the Hide Inside blog.
Okay.
With my Capitals jersey.
I see what you're talking about, and don't make me have to punch you in the eye.
Fair enough.
All right. Now get that back up there. Jeez, there's Capitals fans, I'm sorry. But they did beat the Flyers last night. What are you going to do? All my friends in South Jersey, I know you want me to punch him in the eye right now, but I'm going to have to lay off, because he's a good friend of mine. It's okay if he likes the Capitals. All right.
A couple of teeny leprechauns and maybe there will be some eye punching.
All right. Here's what I want. Matt Ribb last week, he was on the show, and we don't have a headshot up there for him. I told him to send me one. Matt, could you please send it? But since he didn't, I made one of my own. It's a Matt Ribb headshot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it up on the wall back there until he comes on and gives me a new one.
I love the hair.
Yes, very nice. See, Matt's got spiky hair. Go ahead. Thank you, Dan. And there you go. I've got 2 headshots on my Wall of Fame. Holy mackerel, we're drunk, we're knocking stuff over. All right. Now, Dan, sláinte again.
Sláinte.
Here we go.
4 times.
Okay. Now, Dan, tell me a little bit about what Dabbler's Pen is up to these days. Go ahead.
Dabbler's Pen, we've just come off of about a 1.5-year sabbatical, and just kind of working on other projects with everybody, and now we're coming back together. We're going to do the DC 48-hour film project.
Oh, it's always fun doing the DC 48.
Oh, it is. It's what we started. It was our first event, and then we started from there, so it's kind of our homecoming.
Very nice.
And that'll be May 1st through 3rd.
Awesome.
And hoping you're going to be in it.
I'm planning to, unless my wife has a baby. You know, I can't ignore her then.
And then there'll be a 5th baby that we're hiding from down here.
Yes. We got to hide from the kids, because they'll be down here pounding on the walls and making all kinds of noise. Now, also tell me about the Frederick Film Festival, which is coming up.
The Frederick Film Festival, after a couple of years of no film festival, Frederick has restarted their film festival. And a couple of the Dabbler's Pen films, Full Circle, and Where's Duff? Where's Duff co-starring Mr. Ken Arnold.
Yeah, I'm in it.
And our Indie versus Studio shorts, all of which you can find links to on either YouTube or dabblerspen.com.
Alright, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to favorite them, and they're going to be on my channel. So if you're watching Appletinis with Ken, I know you can just click over and you can go to the indie studio stuff. They're very clever. My other friend Eric Sinisvat, who will hopefully be on the show soon, is in them as well. Very funny and very, very clever. I like them a lot.
And Ken, I believe you have a couple films in the Frederick Film Festival as well.
I do. I've got 2. I got Avocado, which is a film that I shot and I edited. I did not direct that one. And also a film called One More Chance, which you can see on my channel as well. It deals with a man, a bottle of scotch, and a poopy diaper, which is always fun.
You gave away the trick ending.
That's alright. Don't worry. People, watch it. Okay.
So what's new with you this week, Ken?
Oh, nothing. I was sitting in traffic all day. I had to go to New York. I had a fitting for a new show I'm in.
What show would that be?
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
That's right.
Law and Order.
It's only took
Sláinte.
It's only took me 8 damn years, but I finally got on Law and Order.
Now, are you before the Gonk Gonks or are you after the Gonk Gonks?
After the Gonk Gonks.
Great.
That's right. So, well, there are a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, but we're running out of time.
We are running out of time.
So we can't go on all night, folks.
We were really running out of time.
Are we?
We're 3 minutes over time.
We must be over. All right.
But that's what happens when you've got Appletinis and Guinness.
So, thank you everyone for watching out there in Facebook land and YouTube world. This is Appletinis with Ken. Remember to drink your tiny leprechaun, your teeny leprechaun, I'm sorry.
As opposed to the other kind of leprechauns.
Yes, the teeny leprechaun, which is a shot of Appletini into the Guinness, chug it down, tastes like a leprechaun's arse, but it's sure as shite will fuck you up. That's going to be the marketing ploy for it right there. Alright, well join us next week when wait a minute, I forgot to tell you. My special guest is going to be none other than Tom Selleck. That's right, Tom Selleck. If I can convince his agent and him to come on the show, that's who it's going to be. Otherwise, it's going to be my friend, Kevin Jiggets. But we're going to try for Tom Selleck first. And let me tell you something, Kevin Jiggets is not to downgrade. Kevin Jiggets is one fine actor himself. So tune in next week.
And one handsome man.
He is.
And I'm a straight man and I can say that.
He's a handsome man. And he'll love the Appletinis. That's right. Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Everybody out there.
Wait. We have to sláinte with the Appletinis.
Sláinte. Everybody out there in Appletini world, you have a great St. Patrick's Day, have a great weekend, and thanks for sticking around and watching the extra long St. Patty's Day show.
Alice!
Better than go bra.
Alice!